So now let's see how we can work around with different lights inside of Blender. So to work around with lights, I'm going to go around onto the render mode right here on the viewport setting, and then I'm going to make sure that my render engine is set to Eevee. So now by default, you can see that there's a light, but I'm just going to remove this and you can see that everything is dark. So let me just move this cube up over here onto the top. I'm going to press Shift A on my keyboard, and then I'm going to go around and bring in a UV sphere. Let me just keep this onto the side. And then I'm going to press Shift A again, and let me just bring in a cylinder. Just drag it onto the side, press Shift A right here. Let me bring around a torus, and let's move it around over here. I'm going to press Shift A again, and let's just go around over here, and then I'm going to bring in a plane as well, and then scale this out just like this. So you can see that I have a dark area. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some lights. And to do that, like I said, I'm already in my viewport setting, the render mode right here. It's unrendered, and I've set my render engine to Eevee. So I'm going to press Shift A on my keyboard, and once I do that, you can see light is an option, and there's different types of lights that you can choose from. So let's go around with point light right here. So point light is simply a point light. So it's a light in a point. And that is where the light comes from, and you can see that that is how it reacts right here. If we were to go around into the object data properties, you can increase out the point light right here just like this, and you can increase the specularity so that it is more like seen on the objects right here. So you can decrease the specularity or increase it out as well, increase the radius of the point light as well, increase this out, and this is how it looks. Similarly, you can go around, press Shift D right here, and then duplicate out the point light, and you can see that this is how it looks, and you can see that it is like an indoor light. You can also change the color of the light right here, or enable and disable the shadows of the light, and work around with other custom properties as well, like prop and so forth if you wish. We're not going to go around in such level of detail. So this is the light right here. So what you can do is you can simply delete the light out, and the light will be gone. If I were to press Shift A on my keyboard, and then if I were to go to light, the other thing I can bring in is a sunlight. And over here in the light properties, you notice that there is point light. So right now, the light is point. And if I were to click on sun, then now it is turned into a sunlight. And the thing about sunlight is it's parallel. So it is coming from top down right now. You can tell by the shadow right here. So if I were to rotate this around by pressing R, you can see that I can rotate it around, and it seems as if the sun is rotating around. You can change the color of the sun as well. You can make it a bit yellowish. You can increase the strength, and you can increase and decrease the specularity. You can change around the angle right here and so forth. And that is how it affects out, as you can see. Enable and disable and shadows and so forth. And that is how you can work around with the light right there. Another thing that you can work with is the spotlight. So I'm going to press Shift A on my keyboard, and if I were to go to spot, then what happens is that I got a bit of a spotlight right here. So I can increase the power of the spotlight, and you can see that it points to a particular spot just like this. So you can see that I can increase the power right here. I can increase the radius of this as well, and then you can also go around into like distance properties right here, custom distance. You can go around with the size of the cone right here. You can blend it out more to make the light softer and so forth. If I were to press, let's say for example, Shift D, I can copy out the lights as well, and this is how it actually looks. So that is the spotlight, and the final one is the area light. So let me just choose around this light right here. So area light is this little square right here. So it's like a window which I can go around and scale around, and you can see that that particular area is emitting light. That is what the area light is all about. We can go around and control its color right here, increase and decrease the power just like this, work around with the specularity, increase and decrease the size, and even choose like what type of light it is. So you can go for rectangular, you can go for a disc type of light, or an ellipse type of light right here, and then resize it according to your will. So just like this, you can work around with everything else and work around with the shadows and so forth, and just like that. And that is how you can work around with the lights inside of Blender. So hope you guys learned something as always. And as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.